stand built, it is fitting, as you see the Hawaiian Tel FCU starting lineup scrolling at the bottom of your screen, that we have the school for which Stan Sheriff was a standout football player, went on to become a Cal Poly Sports Hall of Famer, and of course playing in the building that bears his name for his tremendous work for a decade as the athletics director here at the University of Hawaii. Cal Poly versus Hawaii, serving it into play, and the action is underway here at the Stan Sheriff Center. The dink over the net, diving save, Taimano Olevao, and Hawaii will send a free ball Cal Poly's way. Set goes middle, and that's Savannah Neiman, and she finds the near corner for a Cal Poly point to break the ice. The Mustangs coming in 7-10 on the year, 2-5 in the Big West Conference. Hawaii 12-5, 4-2 in the Big West, and coming off of 2 straight road losses. It's been a while since we've seen the home team in this facility, coming off of a bye week last weekend. Taimano Olevao getting into it as she ties it up early here in set number 1.
Well, as Lisa Stratton said earlier, the key for the Rainbow Wahine tonight may be in their passing. If their middle's involved, to open up outside shots like that for Taimano Olevao, so she only has to face 1 blocker instead of 2, like she did in the Long Beach and CSUN series.
Taylor Higgins with the service ace. She is second on the team in aces with 27. Second in the Big West Conference behind her teammate Taimano Olevao in aces per set, but just 5 aces into tonight in Big West Conference play. So that's number 6. If she can get rolling there, that would serve Hawaii well.
Yeah, I think teams are really aware of what a good jump server she is, so they're doing a better job of passing her serve. And she also is not serving, I don't think, as well as she was a month ago, for example. She doesn't seem to have quite the pop on it.
Sends that one into the twine. So a point for the Mustangs, and Bailey Roach back to serve. 5'9" freshman from Santa Barbara, California, one of 9 freshmen on this original Cal Poly roster. Middle set, Olivia McGill pulled the string and found the floor. McGill, good to see her back in action. Left the Long Beach State match a couple of weekends back, early in the second set of that one with a lower leg injury. The bye week definitely helped her out.
Yeah, she never returned in that Long Beach State match.
Opposite side set goes to Hannah Schleiss. Off the ricochet, saved by Mendoza, and it goes back to Cal Poly's side. The setter, Taylor Nelson, goes middle to Savannah Neiman, dug up. Now Keani Posse from the opposite side. A net violation called against the Mustangs. Point Hawaii, so a Keani Posse sighting early in set number 1.
This is the new look Dave showed you. He's giving with that 6'2". Posse will come out in the back row. Kendra Kelsch will come in for her, as Hawaii's going to be going large.
Here's Taimano Olevao, sends it into the net. Point Cal Poly. It's 3 serving 4 coming up. So Hawaii with those 2 losses, and they were disheartening losses for sure. A sweep loss at Cal State Northridge. The next night, a 5-set defeat at the hands of Long Beach State. Dave Shoji saying in the bye week, we went back to the drawing board.
Yeah, I watched yesterday's practice. I expected to see maybe still a little glum team, but no, their spirits were good. They were very excited to get back on the winning track.
Olivia McGill able to find the floor once again from the middle position, so point for Hawaii. It came down to, according to Dave Shoji, the inability to pass in those 2 losses on the road.
Yeah, he said that was huge. He really wants, he knows his middles are strong, Adolfo and McGill. He wanted to give them more opportunities. They're not going to get the opportunities if the pass isn't there.
Kayla Petterprin taking advantage of that opportunity, a 6'1" freshman from Carlsbad, California. We mentioned 9 freshmen on the roster, and at least 5 freshmen have started in all but 1 match this season. So head coach Sam Crossan, in his 3rd year running the show, he recruited a starting lineup this past offseason. And that's going to be a mishit on the set along the net for Taylor Higgins. So a point for Cal Poly, and we're even here, 5 serving 5. It is Anna Gorman serving it into play. A tough serve, and it's an ace. And that is what head coach Sam Crossan said his team needed to do. They needed to be aggressive from the service line.
And most teams that play against UH and come into this arena, they love to step way back and serve, or they just serve flat-out tough float serves like that.
Olevao with the pass, set high and away. Calais Greeley pounds it down for a Hawaii point. Calais Greeley with 2.48 kills per set. Had a combined 18 kills on 64 swings in the 2 losses versus Northridge and Long Beach State. And for the first time in a while, Savannah Kahakai hasn't played since the San Francisco match, September 14th, because of a knee injury. Serves it into play. And that's a good-looking hit by Gorman.
Nice broken play by the Mustangs that time. Gorman just tooling it off the block. Yeah, Father Mike was an 83 grad of Santa Barbara. Made All-American there.
Ryan Grayson with the serve. Step out goes to Calais Adolfo. And it rat-a-tats and finally finds the Terraflex for a Hawaii point. So the Molokai slide for the 6'1 senior in effect there. And we're knotted again at 7. 5th tie already of this first set. Calais Greeley behind the line to serve. 13 aces on the year. Floats it deep. Pass straight up in the air by Gorman. Set goes low and away to Taylor Greenwald, dug up by Manuel Evao. Greeley from the back row.
I like that broken play. The scramble at the net, bump set up to the pipe area right down the middle of the court. Here comes Greeley with a shot to area 1. Nice alert play by Calais Greeley. When I watched in scrimmage yesterday, she missed one of those, was not ready for a quick play like that, and Dave Shoji let her know about it. Calais, be ready. So you can tell that she learned her lesson, to say the least. Good swing.
Yeah, Dave Shoji admitted he went somewhat medieval on this team, at least verbally, in the bye week. He said that this was a team that needed to once again hear that, you know what, no matter what your reputation is, your position is not set in stone. We are going to play whoever is going to put forth the effort that we need to play. Now, a little bit of time taken here, as it appears there may be some blood on the Terraflex. So they're going to take care of that with the score reading 8-7 in favor of Hawaii here in the first set.
I've been told that they were working on Nikki Taylor's elbow a few minutes ago. That's why she didn't start County Posse starting in her place.
Yeah, so Nikki Taylor standing on the sideline currently, and again with that elbow injury suffered in the off season, you see the brace that she's been wearing for weeks now. That is a big concern for Hawaii if that starts to aggravate her. Left side, here's Greenwald through the fingertips of the block and down. Taylor Greenwald, a 6'1 sophomore. How about that, a sophomore on this team, making the transition to the outside hitter position because of an injury to Hannah Matheson, another freshman on the squad. Never played outside before, so the adjustment still ongoing. Here's Manuel Evao. Big time swing, but she hit the antenna.
Great set by Taylor Higgins. Put it right on the money. Manuel Evao could get a good swing at it. She just chewed off a little bit more line than she should have.
Bo Kessler will serve again, the libero. Overpass Greeley. Greenwald couldn't put it down, at least not initially. But finally it does find the floor, as it was Kahakai who had first crack at it, wasn't able to corral it. And look at this, Cal Poly up 10, serving 8 here in the first. Some moans coming from the Stan Sheriff faithful. And that one tickles the top of the tape, but fortunately for Hawaii, lands out of bounds.
That had ace written all over it. Had it dropped straight down and it veered off to the left and out of bounds.
Calais Adolfo for a moment thought she was going to serve this next point, but instead it is Katiana Ponce, the sophomore out of Moanalua High School, replacing the senior captain.
That's because Calais thought she was going to be serving tonight. With Taylor out, it's kind of thrown things off a little bit.
Ponce floats it deep. Set high and away. This is Greenwald blocked. Popped up in the air, joust at the net. Olivia McGill cleans it up.
Well, Olivia McGill can turn a match around in a heartbeat just with her blocking.
Yeah, she can mop up a lot of spills, so to speak. Here's Ponce. The pass by Gorman. Set low and away. Greenwald dug up by Kahakai. Middle set, McGill. That one popped up by Gorman. Nobody had her back. So we're are seeing some good passing on some of these sequences. That time it was Kahakai, and it allows for Taylor Higgins to work the middle.
Better transition. You're absolutely right, Kanoa. Kahakai got that ball right where Higgins can set the middle, and she loves to go to McGill and Kalandolfo as much as she can.
Another missed serve by Hawaii, so we're tied again. It has been a back-and-forth battle here through the first stanza.
Tatiana Ponce normally, or they call her Anna, normally a very steady server. Unusual to see her get one into the net like that.
Taylor Nelson, setter, came in with a bunch of accolades out of high school. Good pass, Kahakai, high and away. Manoole Vao able to steer it along the top of the net, and it finds that near sideline for a Hawaii point.
Ty knows she got away with one here. Ball's up high and inside. She gets some cable and a favorable bounce.
Higgins, big jump serve. Good pass that time by Kessler. Outside hit by Nelson. And it is Posse now for, make it Manoole Vao now for Hawaii. Was able to go off the dig attempt and out for another Hawaii point, and all of a sudden they're up to 13-7-11.
Hawaii playing a little bit better defense now, a little bit better transition control, much better passing.
Pumps that one long, sends it into the courtside seats. And the point for the Mustangs, 12 serving 13. Into the match comes Bailey Roach to serve. So an underlying story here that could grow into something very significant for Hawaii, and that is the condition of Nikki Taylor. Not seen action yet here in this match. But seeing a lot of action is Olivia McGill, and she's making the most of it.
Taylor Higgins is just pumping it to McGill. And Olivia likes it. The more sets, the better. She's in great shape. She can do it even though she tweaked her knee a couple weeks ago against Long Beach State. She's back, strong, feeling good.
4 kills on 4 swings. Manoole Vao. Good-looking serve, but a good-looking pass by Roach. Now left side set goes to Rianne Greisen, dug up by Mendoza. Here's Greeley. Lines up, blocked, saved by Sarah Mendoza. Posse from off the net. Easily handled by the Mustangs. Greisen had to take something off. Right there is Manoole Vao. Higgins goes right side. Posse down the line. Great dig, Kessler. Left side. It is Greisen blocked. Over the net. Greeley the swing. Puts it down.
Oh, there's some quality play there in that rally, Kanoa. Great dig by Nicole Kessler, and then Hawaii finishing with Greeley.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at the Kaiser Permanente keys to the match. Chris.
For Cal Poly, what a class. The number 23 freshman class in the country, rated by a national rating service. That may be the best in program history. And they're playing pretty well tonight, hanging right up there with Hawaii. And for Hawaii, lucky number 13. That's the number of days to regroup and get motivated after 2 road losses. And I thought they looked good yesterday, as I said, in practice, seemed remotivated once again.
13 would also be the number of wins they'd have at the end of the night if they're able to pull this one out. Here's Manoole Vao. Overpass tight to the net, and it was one-handed by Nelson to no avail. The lift called against Cal Poly. So give that point to Ty Manoole Vao, and it is 16 serving 12 as Hawaii has stabilized things momentarily.
Her serve definitely forced the bad pass.
An 8-2 run here for the Wahine. Manoole Vao, another tough serve. Good effort on the pass by Roach, and a good effort by Mendoza off the ricochet for Hawaii. Now Greeley lines up, uncoils. Was there a touch? Yes, there was.
This looks like the Greeley of September, doesn't it?
It does.
She's hitting high and hard.
And a timeout taken by Cal Poly head coach Sam Crossan. Hawaii up a handful. Let's take a look at the series record sponsored by Aston Hotels and Resorts Hawaii, leading the series 33-4 the last meeting last year on November 8th. Of course, these 2 now conference rivals, Hawaii winning by way of a sweep. Hawaii also 4-0 against Cal Poly all-time in the postseason. How about that serve by Manoole Vao? Chance for Hawaii, right side. Posse against a solo block, but she hit it into the antenna. And that got Dave Shoji up off the bench. That was an opportunity missed there by Posse.
I think he knows that her best shot there was cross court, not down the line, and bringing the antenna into play.
Now Savannah Neiman with the serve. Greeley the pass. Middle goes to McGill. It's as easy as that. She's now 5 for 5.
Perfect night for Olivia so far.
She's bad.
Great set by Taylor Higgins as well.
Olivia McGill off of injury and showing no ill effects so far. Kalea Adolfo in for McGill here on this rotation. Middle set, that's Petiprin. And a nice swing on it there by the 6'1 freshman from Carlsbad, California.
Her best claim to fame, all avocado league, 2 times.
There you go.
Look at that swing.
Averaging 1.5 kills per set, but she's increased that average in Big West play to 2.15. And there's a out serve by Anna Gorman. Savannah Kahakai to come back in for Hawaii, replacing Pasi. And she'll retreat back to serve. Good to see Savannah Kahakai out there, the 5'8 freshman from Farrington High School, a first-team All-Stater in 2013 as a senior. Was also recruited by Ohio and Navy.
Did not make the last road trip. And you got to think that, you know, believe it or not, as a freshman, she's an important spirit on this team. She brings a lot of leadership as a freshman. And for her not to be on that road trip, I think kind of probably made a little bit of difference.
There she is with the pass on the service reception. Adolfo on the step out. Look out.
Hawaii's middle's on fire right now, 7 for 7. And Higgins knows it. She keeps feeding them one after another. Great move by Kalea Adolfo.
Again, though, the passing allowing the opportunity to work the middles. Here's Greeley. Pass by Brianne Bryson. Left side set. It goes to Greenwald. Left-handed blocked, and then it's overpassed to the net. Easy pickings. Call it a nectar for Kalea Adolfo as she slams it home. Another timeout signaled by Cal Poly. Kalea Adolfo, Olivia McGill. It's been all good here in set number 1. Hawaii by 6.
OC Sports, presented on Oceanic Time Warner Cable, is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii and Kaiser Permanente.
Welcome back to Stan Sheriff Center. Kalea Greeley serving out of the timeout for Hawaii, up a half dozen. Timeout works from the Mustangs standpoint. The out serve, and it will be Nicole Kessler retreating back to slap it into play for Cal Poly. Now, if you're just joining us, one of the storylines here, we have not seen Nikki Taylor sitting on the sideline, concerned perhaps about her elbow, perhaps aggravating it in warm-ups. We don't know the specifics yet, just speculating, but that's a concern. What's working for Hawaii? The middles so far. Olivia McGill, Kalea Adolfo, a perfect 8 for 8 attacking.
It's been the difference between these two teams so far. A lot of Cal Poly's passes have been off the net from the 10-foot line. Hawaii's right on the net, where Taylor Higgins can set the middles.
Tatiana Ponce with the serve. It's a good one. The set goes to Greenwald on the outside. Took something off right there is Greeley. Higgins comes over and sets Manole Val from off the net. Rug up by Grayson. Left side, here's Greenwald. What a save, Ponce. One-handed style. Manole Val finishes the deal.
Give that point to Tatiana Ponce. My goodness, look at her. We're watching the replay. Her pop out her right arm. Pop it up, keep it in play so that Taylor Higgins can set it. There's the end of the play with Taimanu Olival putting down kill number 3 on the night. Make that 4.
Get one here.
Served by Ponce. Step out. The block on Neiman's offering. Neiman will have to two-hand it over now. Here's Kendra Kelsch in there to set. Goes to Manole Val, and that one is a roof. They'll credit Cal Poly with the block there. And that was Savannah Neiman, yet another freshman, a 6'1 middle blocker from Lake Forest, California. Second on the team with 36 blocks on the year. And immediately, Taylor Higgins back in. Kelsch back out at the setter position for Hawaii. Taylor Nelson, the Cal Poly setter, with the serve. Here's McGill. As if she repelled down from the ceiling here at the Stan Sheriff Center, able to slam it to the corner.
I love the riskier 31 set there. Not just a safe, one set, which is right on top of the center, but go to that 3 area on the court and put it between 2 blockers and hammer it home. Great shot by McGill. Great set by Higgins.
Aloha ball for Hawaii. The overpass put down quaintly by Taimanu Levau and Olivia McGill, and that is your first set. It teeter-tottered for a while between these two teams to get things going, but Hawaii able to find its traction en route to a 25-17 victory in set number 1. But you get the feeling potentially a lot of volleyball left
OC Sports, presented on Oceanic Time Order Cable, is sponsored by Straub and Hawaii Honda Dealers.
Let's take a look at the Central Pacific Bank, how it works. Take a look at Tatiana Ponce in the back right position. Right there. And you notice that most coaches will always want you to dig the ball with two hands, but Ponce had to react so quickly, she popped it up with one hand, and then Hawaii was able to run a play off that. Great set by Higgins on the outside. There's the pop up again with one hand. And pretty much that's how it works. When you can't get two hands on it, you get one and control it like Tatiana Ponce just did. They call her Anna, by the way. I shouldn't call her Tatiana because everybody calls her Anna.
Anna Ponce. So that was perhaps Anna's highlight of the year thus far. She has been certainly reliable behind the service line. But that one-handed save, that was special.
Yeah, she's had a lot of great moments. That certainly that was probably in the top three.
There's a look at Sam Crossan in his third season. Won 4 games in year 1, 12 last year. Right now 7-10 overall. Prior to Cal Poly was an assistant at Cal. Part of a very successful run for the Bears. So set 2 underway, and it is Rayanne Grayson sending it long. Grayson, a 6'2" freshman from San Diego, tops on the team in kills, and in fact entering tonight 6th in the Big West Conference in kills per set. Taylor Higgins with the serve. Good pass that time by Roach. They go to Grayson off the hands. Right there, Sarah Mendoza. Jump back set to Nikki Taylor. There she is, getting the start here in set number 2. Now Anna Schleiss, that's dug up by Mendoza. It's Greeley who sets it tight to the net, a little too tight. And it's put down by Cal Poly. Credit that one to Savannah Neiman up front. Schleiss also in the area.
Really, normally very good hands with good control. That time, it just got away from her. No chance for Taimanu Olivao.
So that's encouraging to see Nikki Taylor in there. So now the question is, what was the reason she didn't get run in the first set? We'll leave that open-ended.
You know, this is about as big a block as Hawaii can put up there with Taylor 6'3" or 4, McGill 6'3". Yep. Calais Greeley at 6'2".
What a pass off of that hot serve by Mano Olivao. Good dig Mendoza off the Grayson offering. Greeley's blocked back. She'll get a second crack at it. Took something off. Chance now for the Mustangs. Right side, Schleiss splits the uprights of that proposed block and gets the point for the Cal Poly Mustangs.
Beautiful back set that time by Taylor Nelson. Schleiss, as you said, splitting the block. This young team just gets better all the time. Starting about average of 5 freshmen every night.
Right side, here's Taylor. Off the block, saved by Kessler. Quick middle set, and that goes to Kayla Petiprin. And it is going to be a net violation called against Hawaii, against Olivia McGill. So Cal Poly again, just like set 1, with the early lead. That one pumped long, so we're even again at 3 apiece. So Hawaii winning the first set 25-17. They were led by Olivia McGill, 6 for 6 offensively. Kaleo Dolfo, the other middle, 3 of 3 in attacks. Taimanu Olivao, 5 kills. Calais Greeley not doing too bad either, 4 on 5 attempts. Sarah Mendoza with the low serve. Goes outside, and that is Grayson, Rayanne Grayson, who is 5th in the Big West Conference in kill attempts. They go to her often. We'll be calling her name Flint tonight for sure.
Yeah, she's been their go-to gal. She's got more attempts than anybody else on the team. 6'2" freshman out of the Bishop School in San Diego.
Gets the overpass on the serve. Chance now for the Mustangs. Put over on the second touch by Nelson. Didn't have anyone fooled. So now it's Greeley against a single block. You gotta like those odds if you're Dave Shoji.
Yeah, I'll tell you why that was such a good play is that Adolfo and McGill are having such a good night so far. When the ball is passed up close to the net, the Cal Poly middles have got to go up and honor Hawaii's middles, and therefore leaves the outside perimeter hitters wide open.
There's Nikki Taylor, that one Barely got the bottom side of the net. And it'll be Savannah Kahakai coming in to replace her. Here's Kessler. High and away, Greeley. A big swing, big kill. Calais Greeley, she reared back. A little extra that time.
And I think the 2 weeks off were really beneficial for Calais Greeley. Allowed her to get her legs a little rested, her arm a little rested. She looks fresh as a daisy right now.
She's ready to serve. Nelson goes high and away to Greenwald. Off the block, played off the net by Higgins, and Greeley two-hands it over. Free chance here for the Mustangs. Low set to Greenwald. She wasn't able to get a legit swing on it, hit it into the twine. And the Hawaii point there, 6 serving 5. But you notice Cal Poly, one of the objectives, play fast.
And they're trying to run a fast attack to the outside, but that takes a long time to get that timing down and to get the level of the set down. Another bad pass, no middle attack for Cal Poly. Hawaii knows exactly where it's going to go.
And that's Adolfo. Was there a touch? It went wide, and they say there was a touch at the net. So a point for Hawaii. And a little bit of an argument from Sam Crossan of Cal Poly. You make a call.
Let's see, you can see the touch right here. Field goal right there between the hands. Oh, yeah. Could have been, looked to me like a thumb was bent back a little bit.
Here's Greenwald off the fingertips. There's Greeley. Higgins high and away. Manuele Vau blocked. She keeps it alive herself. Here she is again. The dink. And it hits the Terraflex. Great effort by Anna Gorman. The spatula almost got underneath there. But a great job by Taimano Olivao to bust out the changeup.
Yeah, she made it look like an attack. That's why it was so effective. She got the defense in a wide perimeter. That's why that tip shot was so effective.
Maddie Cooper, 5'10" junior, on to set now for Cal Poly. And that one is blocked. That one seemed doomed from the start, sort of crossed up Greenwald. And Sam Crossan making a few changes in personnel. Didn't see it work. Signals a timeout. Hawaii up 4 in set number 2. Let's go inside the numbers presented by Levitt, Yamane, and Soldner. Look at that number, 2,799,248. That's the number of fans who have watched Rainbow Wahine Volleyball over the 20 years of the Stan Sheriff Center. That is remarkable.
I want to know who counted all those turnstile numbers.
Our own Steve Jackson, I think, went through all the records.
He is the best.
Yeah, that is, it is a special venue. It is exactly what this university, what this institution, what this athletic program and this community needed when it first opened 2 decades ago. Manuele Vau off the block, and they will rule that one out, so it'll be a point for Hawaii. That was awfully close. Hawaii doubling up Cal Poly here to this point. Maddie Cooper was in there for a few sequences. She comes out. Taylor Nelson assumes the setting responsibilities once again. Greeley continues to serve tough. Here's Grayson from the back line. Diving save attempt by Mendoza for naught.
Smart shot by Grayson. Just like a nice little beach roll shot. She did play on the Under-19 USA Sand team last year, so she's got that experience.
Not scared of the big stage. That's something that Sam Crossan said about a lot of these freshmen. As you see the overpass there, and that results in the put down by Greenwald, so another point for Cal Poly. But he says that, as is the case with a lot of freshmen, sometimes they're so naive they don't understand they're playing in the Stan Sheriff Center in front of thousands of people. It doesn't necessarily envelop them the same way. Kahakai that time, a steady pass. Manuele Vau, the dink. Diving save, though, by Nelson. Nobody had her back. So Manuele Vau pulls the string a second time.
Now she's got 2 tips in a row. Watch for her to hammer the next one. She'll get the defense sucked up, thinking she's going to tip again, and she'll hammer it home into the deep court.
Bryson the pass on the Adolfo serve. How about Adolfo laying out on the save? Cal Poly with the advantage now. They go left side to Schleiss, blocked. They keep it alive. Now a bump set right side to Greenwald off the fingertips. There's Kahakai, set left side, Mano Leval. There's the rip. Two-handed up in the air by Greisen. Now outside to Schleiss. Right there is Adolfo with another dig. Mano Leval puts it down. Jose Adolfo, the defensive specialist.
Now look at her gritting from ear to ear. Here's Adolfo's first dig right here. Gives up her body, goes down to the floor. Who says 6'3" girls can't dig? Look at that. Gets her second one. She made a double her output for the year, I'm not sure.
Put the libero jersey on her. Here's the step out to Greenwald. From her knees, Higgins goes high and away. Mano Leval goes off the dome of Nelson. Schleiss can't get it across. And it is another point for the Rainbow Wahine. Timeout taken by Sam Crossan. The defensive efforts of Kale Adolfo sparking the Wahine.
Find the perfect gift for every occasion at Big Island Candies. Visit them in Hilo and Ala Moana Center or click on BigIslandCandies.com to view their entire collection and place your order today.
Back here at the Stan Sheriff Center, Hawaii up 1-0 on Cal Poly, and Kale Adolfo, who had a couple of great digs in a point sequence just moments before that timeout with the serve, but the touch shot by Schleiss works in Cal Poly's favor. And that's a point out of the timeout for the Mustangs. Cal Poly preseason pick to finish 6th in the Big West Conference. They placed in the tie for 5th last year, going 6-10 in conference play. Served by Roach. Here is McGill in the middle. That touch shot popped up in the air. Now Greisen through the block. There's Sarah Mendoza. So Higgins picks and chooses, goes back row to Greeley. That had a lot of heat on it, but a diving save Kessler. And a free chance now for the Rainbow Wahine. McGill in the middle. Again, a little too low. Punch shot is saved. Schleiss from the right side. Kahakai off the deflection. McGill this time a bigger swing, but the block was big. Credit Brianne Greisen for getting up on it.
This is a solid block by Cal Poly. Greisen got most of it right there, as you say. That might have been the best set McGill's gotten all night. She was unloaded on it, but right into the block.
Serve tickles the tape. Greeley the pass. Left side, Mano Leval tight to the net, and that one is smothered again. It was Neiman and Schleiss teaming up. So Dave Shoji signals for a timeout. The momentum shifting a bit in set 2. Welcome back. UH fans, select your exact seat locations when purchasing individual game tickets at hawaiiathletics.com. Click on the tickets button to print your tickets. Avoid the lines by going online. Cal Poly has seemed to have gotten its game back online, at least prior to that last timeout by Dave Shoji. And it is Bailey Roach with the serve. Down the line it goes. Kahakai the pass. Here's Mano Leval up the elevator, but was dug up there. Now Greisen against a solo block. Good dig, Kahakai. It hits the scoreboard overhead. The set tight to the net. It's blocked. And it
Ball is in.
Hits the line.
Wiseman was
a little confused for a second. Yeah, so he left it up to the up official.
And Ernie Hull, actually the down official, was the one who made the call.
Close enough.
Yep.
So a 2-point separation here. Overpass, touched over on the second hit by Higgins, and well done there. There wasn't really much else she could do with that pass. Biggest lead for Hawaii in this set was 6. It's now 14 serving 11. Here comes Taylor Higgins looking to put a hit on it. Pass by Roach. Right side set Schleiss off the fingertips. Right there is Greeley. Here's Nikki Taylor. Elbow looked good there.
The key to that play was the dig by Greeley. She lined up in the back row in the hole in the block. Pops it up. This is why Hawaii's doubling up on Cal Poly in digs right now. It's making a big difference. Hawaii getting a lot more attempts and attacks. Hawaii doubling up in digs and doubling up in kills.
Another tough serve, that time by Taylor Higgins, led to the lift call. Hawaii up 5. Hitting percentages, Hawaii at .440 versus .176 for Cal Poly. High and away, here's Greisen, blocked by Taylor. Here's Schleiss, sort of a stutter step approach. Taylor pops it straight up in the air. Higgins with the bump set back row to Greeley. Roach keeps it alive. Low and away. Here's Greisen. And again, the set trying to go a little quick, was a little too low. Another point for Hawaii. You mentioned Sam Crossan didn't want to get into what he referred to as a slugfest with Hawaii tonight.
Exactly. He said, if we get into slugfest, there's no way we can beat Hawaii. We got to keep both teams hitting under 200. That's not happening right now. Hawaii hitting well over 400.
Middle set to Neiman. Hawaii popping it around, and Taylor somehow gets it over. Jump set. Goes middle to Neiman, and that time she put the pepper on it. That's a point for the Mustangs.
Boy, Neiman takes a good swing at that. Hawaii's block late getting up. Savannah Neiman getting a good swing. Great set by Nelson.
Goes hard angle, missed the court wide. If you're Cal Poly in this situation, at this juncture of the match and set number 2, can't afford to make too many of those service mistakes.
On the other hand, Hawaii's passing so well, they've got to take some chances and serve tough. Hope to get Hawaii's passes off the net.
Laval with the serve. Beautiful pass, Kessler. Middle set goes to Petterprint. Over pass, Petterprint couldn't take advantage. She'll get a third try. She's blocked back. Now Greisen against the double block. That's blocked back. Right side, here's Schleiss, but a miss hit on the set. And it'll be a point for Hawaii. And that's against Taylor Nelson, the setter, who came out of Granite Bay High School as PrepVolleyball.com's National Player of the Year. Couldn't get the control on that one.
And California Gatorade Player of the Year as well. Livin McGill starting to roam at the net now, touching everything.
Greisen through the block. Mendoza, perfect dig. McGill in the middle. Two-handed in the air by Kessler. Schleiss off the block and down. She was able to get it in between the arms of Olivia McGill.
One of the few times McGill's gotten her hands on it and it hasn't gone down on the other side. Looks like she might have tweaked her knee again a little bit there. What do you think?
She walked back to her defensive position gingerly. I will definitely say that. Good eye there, Chris. Here's the serve by Gorman. Mendoza the pass. Right side set. Taylor through the block. Roach keeps it going. Left side. Here's Greisen. Block, but it goes out. And that's another point for Cal Poly. Back to within 5.
They showed you with one timeout left. Sam Crossan with none.
Gorman, 6 service aces coming into this match on the year. Here's McGill floating up in the air, but that one will be returned. Greisen, the dink, popped up by Taylor. Mendoza, after a flinch, sends it over free ball style. Step out, goes to Petterprint, one-handed up by McGill. Here's Greeley. Great dig by Roach. Petterprint again in the middle, blocked. Where do they go this time? Outside the Greisen, blocked. Kept going by Kessler. Greisen again, the dink. And now Hawaii with the advantage. Back row, Manuel Leval finishes the deal.
Well, Cal Poly threw everything they could at the net. Hawaii's blocks just too much, kept bringing it back. And how about ending this play with a pipe set to Manu Olival? She's usually been the go-to pipe hitter. But you know what? Greeley's been getting better and better at that, especially tonight.
Middle set, Petterprint, the dink, sniffed out by Greeley. Here's Adolfo in the middle. Adolfo keeping it going. Nice and consistent, 5 kills on 5 swings. And it is 21 serving 14. Sarah Mendoza doing the honors. Greisen through the block, diving save, Higgins. That was IHOP style. Middle, Petterprint hits it into the twine, and another point for Hawaii.
Watch this little spatula slide under the ball right there, pop it up. Nice job by Higgins. Hawaii, the beneficiary of a too fast offense by Cal Poly. A lot of their sets are dying, and the outside hitters not much to work with.
Here's Greisen. Didn't get a good run up there. Mendoza handles it for Hawaii. Now Taylor through the block and down. It was a Taylor-made kill. Taylor Higgins to Nikki Taylor in Hawaii. Up by 9 here in set number 2. A 4-0 run for the Rainbow Wahine. Schleiss, the palm shot, diving save, Greeley. Taylor's blocked back, Mano Olival there. Greeley, a straight up approach. But it'll be a point for Cal Poly.
Greeley got caught up under the ball that time, ran in a little bit too fast. I think she was anticipating the ball to be back set to Nikki Taylor. That's why she was caught unaware.
Bryson the serve, second on the team in service aces, and adding to the total. That is her 13th ace of the season. Sam Crossan said, hey, we're going to rear back. We're going to accept some service errors if it allows us to be more aggressive against this Hawaii team. We have to be. Here's Greeley. Blocked back and roofed. Taylor Nelson up there with Kayla Petterprint.
Great block by Taylor Nelson. Granite Bay High School, her team went 45-0 last year. She graduated in January and went to Cal Poly early.
Yeah, both her parents Cal Poly grads. That probably helped out. Here's Taylor. That one off the block into press row across the way. Kessler couldn't chase it down. So aloha ball here in set number 2 for the Rainbow Wahine, and a couple of subs coming in. It'll be Kendra Kelsch and Keani Pasi.
And we weren't privy to Hawaii's play on the road, but I can't help but guess that this is a different Hawaii team than playing Northridge and Long Beach State. Your thoughts?
It's nice to have a bye week. It's nice to get back in this building. Here's Kelsch. Pass by Grayson. Right side set, and it is a swing by Taylor Nelson that's dug up. And a miss hit by Kelsch. Kelsch, who has such wonderful hands that time.
And normally her back set, I think, is her strength. She can really flick it back overhead with a lot of accuracy that time. Just went through her hands. That happens sometimes.
And how about sliding Taylor Nelson over to the outside hitter position? She can do that. She's third on the team in kills per set this season for Cal Poly. Here's Greeley from the opposite side. Net violation called against the Mustangs. And so a somewhat anticlimactic finish to that second set. However, for Hawaii and Dave Shoji coming off of the 2 road losses, they will certainly take it. 25-18 in the second set after a 25-17 decision in the first. Hawaii perhaps opening the broom closet. Welcome back to the Stan Sheriff Center. Let's take a look at the McDonald's match statistics. Chris.
Well, 2 things that jump out right away are the kill percentage. Hawaii hitting almost 400. Cal Poly hitting 135. That's a huge difference. And the second thing that jumps out is the digs. Look at those. 39 digs for Hawaii, only 18 for Cal Poly. That's some great defense by Hawaii, which has been allowing them a lot more opportunities to get those 33 kills versus Cal Poly's only 16 kills. So that's a difference in the match right there.
Is it as easy as they're back in the comfort, the confines of the Stan Sheriff Center, and so perhaps that's why they're able to formulate quality passes on a more consistent basis? What do you think can happen to a team like Hawaii on the road where the passing game sort of escapes them?
Yeah, well, I think part of what was that they psychologically, I think they just weren't ready to play in those gyms. Pyramid's tough to play in, and the Matadome is tough to play in. So you got to prepare yourself to kind of love those places rather than hate them when you go in, and you got to trick your mind a little bit into thinking that, oh, this is going to be a really cool place to play. Instead, I think they had a bit of a negative mindset going in, and therefore struggled. And the other teams were probably serving really well. I heard they were serving really good jump float serves, which are difficult to handle if you're hitting them hard. So it just made for, I think, a tough all-around trip, to catch those 2 teams. And those 2 teams only had 1 match that weekend, too. Hawaii's got to play back-to-back. That makes it a little more challenging.
That's true. Let's take a look at the Mid-Pac Petroleum leaderboard. And it is Big West digs. Nicole Kessler, the libero for Cal Poly, number 2 in the conference in digs per set behind UC Irvine's Arden Davis, who we saw in this building a couple of weeks back, or several weeks back. Sarah Mendoza for the Rainbow Wahine, number 5 in the Big West.
Tonight, Kessler with 6 digs, Mendoza with a dozen.
How about them apples? Here's Nikki Taylor as we open play here in the 3rd set. Now Grayson, dug up by Greeley, popped up by McGill, and it's Mano Olival off of the Olivia McGill bump set.
I love that bump set by McGill. She put a nice little soft touch on it. Didn't swing her arms and try to launch it really high. Just let the ball ball speed generate its own height. It was really a nice touch by McGill.
We got Kalea Adolfo making diving digs. We have Olivia McGill with perfect bump sets. What's going on here?
It's a new Wahine team.
Here's Higgins. Right side. Taylor. She hit it into the antenna. That one a little wide.
I'm not sure. I think Nikki could have got more across court on it. I think it was pretty good, I thought.
The serve by Greisen. Mendoza pass tight to the net. Now Taylor from the other side. That's dug up by Kessler. Schleiss down the line. Was there a touch? There was no touch, and that's a point for Hawaii.
Row 5, row 5.
Now we have not seen what was thought to be perhaps an approach that Dave Shoji was going to take tonight. And that's that 6-2 double setter approach as double sub approach as Taimano Olival sends it into the net. We haven't seen it in its full form. Obviously, Nikki Taylor not playing in that first set may have adjusted the personnel moves by Dave Shoji. But what do you think about the personnel moves so far tonight?
I think all the moves have been perfect. I think we might see that double sub here in this game, though. He really wants to use that possibly for the rest of the year.
Schleiss. Blocked and roofed. McGill.
Well, although, to be honest with you, I told you between the sets there that I thought, as we take a look at the block, I'd like to see Dave Shoji, if Hawaii has this game in hand, to take Taimano Olival and sit out and simulate what's going to happen on Sunday, because she's not going to play on Sunday.
That is correct. Here's Schleiss off the block. That time worked it to her advantage for a Cal Poly point. That is correct. Taimano Olival, of course, member of the LDS Church, has not played on Sundays this season. Just one match remaining to be played on a Sunday here currently scheduled, and that is this Sunday against a formidable UC Santa Barbara team. Olival with the pass, got up, slapped it over. Chance now for Cal Poly in the middle. It's Petiprin. The touch shot works. Point for the Mustangs.
Mustangs playing better defense now, keeping the ball alive. Petiprin with a nice little tip shot to the open area. This is a team of the future. All these freshmen, 5 freshmen starting every night.
Here's Greeley. Winds up and unleashes. It is dug up. And then finds the floor for a Hawaii point. So then Kahaka'i comes in for Nikki Taylor.
When I saw Sam Crossan before the game, before I could ask a question, he said, "Are you going to ask me about if I brought my diapers?" These are his little diaper dandies. I'm sure he gets teased about it all the time. They're the youngest team in the country.
How about that one? As Schleiss was able to tight rope block it down the net, and it fell in for a Cal Poly point.
She was in high school. She was the MVP of Southern Idaho 2 years in a row. And they play some pretty good high school volleyball up there in Idaho.
A biological science major. Part of the experience when you go to Cal Poly. Step out Adolfo, and it works again. Kalea Adolfo continues to ride the perfect streak here tonight. Now 6 kills on 6 attacks.
You're right, at Cal Poly, they've got to declare their majors before they even go there. And then it's tough to undo your major. So it's a very academically rigorous school.
Here's Greisen, and that finds the end line. Just barely for another Cal Poly point. Cal Polytechnic State University, with an enrollment of almost 19,000, was founded in 1901. And yeah, you get a particular brand of student athlete that attends that program. Here's Mano Olival. Diving save Kessler. Left side Greisen, that's blocked back. Mustangs go middle this time to Greenwald, and she makes it work. Now that's the natural position for Taylor Greenwald, swinging from the middle, the sophomore from South Lake, Texas. Again, because of injury, has made the transition to the outside hitter position.
And that transition playing very smooth.
Sarah Mendoza with the pass. High and away, Mano Olival off the top of the block. Right side. That one a fat hit by Casey Carroll. Volleyball trying to respond. A net violation will be called against the Mustangs. Sam Crossan, the head coach, saying, hey, with all of these freshmen, you'll see in moments magnificent plays, and you'll see things that'll make you go, wow. And he says at other times, you'll see things that make you go, there are a lot of freshmen out there on the floor.
And he's very realistic. He's done a great job there. They get better and better each year, but this is an exciting year for him to get this many freshmen. Number 23 ranked class in the country.
What a dig by Ana Ponce. Volleyball from off the net. Kept going by Roach. Now left side Greisen off the block. Greeley there. Higgins high and away. Volleyball blocked. Ponce pops it up. Bump set. Volleyball from off the net. That's dug up by Kessler. This thing's still going. Greisen the dink. Ponce saves it. Tight to the net. Joust at the net. Cal Poly keeps it alive on its side. Greisen, bigger swing. Played off the block by Higgins. Kahakai bump set. Back row. Greeley. What a sequence we got going here. Still going as Kahakai two-hands it. Now Volleyball finally ends the deal.
Ty Volleyball, her 13th kill of the night, hitting well over 300. They are going to be missing her on Sunday. What do you think?
I would say so. I don't think there's been a Sunday where they haven't missed Ty Volleyball. Ponce again to serve here, trying to break a 7-all tie in the third. Greisen dug up by Volleyball. Here's Greeley. Kessler saves it tight to the net. Greenwald pushes it to the deep corner where no Rainbow Wahine were.
Well, you can see why Nicole Kessler's the number 2 digger in the Big West. That was a tremendous dig. There's a deep tip, which Clegg really could not get to. Cal Poly looking much sharper this set in all areas.
Anna Gorman to serve. It is 8-7. Hawaii leading this match 2-0. An overpass by Mendoza, but Higgins cleans it up with the solo roof.
I told you earlier that Higgins is not that bad at the net, necessitating a 6-2 move.
Yeah, actually third on the team in total blocks coming into this match, Chris. Step out Greenwald. And Greenwald looks like she is so much more comfortable back in that middle position offensively.
She really does. Nice little step out maneuver a la Calais Adolfo.
She was a Big West Conference honorable mention and Big West Conference all-freshman team selection last season. And you saw it right there, what is described as a killer slide that Greenwald's able to benefit from. Here's Schleiss, that's blocked. Greenwald two-hands it up, and there was a moment that certainly Sam Crossan would like to get back as Cal Poly was unable to get a return on it. Announced attendance tonight, by the way, through the turnstile, 4,908. Into the net it goes. See the service errors, 9 for Hawaii. 3 service aces to speak of for the Rainbow Wahine compared to 2 for Cal Poly. McGill.
Whoa, that was big time right there.
Oh, yeah.
McGill got that right in her wheelhouse. Nice high set from Higgins.
I mean, she's
McGill,
like,
who can grab the rim, touches about 10-6.
oh man, she was like shoulders and elbows above the top of the net on that swing. The dink popped around and not returned by the Rainbow Wahine. Lacey Carroll, another freshman for Cal Poly, back into the match. Higgins from her knees goes to Greeley. Tough angle, makes it work. That is a set from Taylor Higgins that should be commented on right there.
Yeah, she does that all the time. You're starting to get used to this kind of acrobatic setting. Remember who she's learning from? Robin Amo Santos. She does that. She used to do that all the time.
Already the 10th tie in this third set. as Kahakai slaps it over. Middle set, Petiprin plugs it through that proposed Hawaii block.
Petiprin, a good junior player as well, won the Junior Olympics 8 teams gold, which is really tough to do. Very competitive. She's got that middle attack. She's angular, long, nice arm swing.
Served by Roach. Set goes high and away to Greeley off the block. Right there is Kessler. Middle set, Petiprin. Mendoza pops it up. Now Cal Poly on the attack. Greisen, low, quick set, works to her advantage. Was able to kind of beat Hawaii to the punch there with Adolfo and Higgins trying to put up the block.
And Nelson's putting a little more air into the ball now, getting to the outside. It's not that low, quick set. It's a little more lob to it. Easier for the hitters to get a good swing.
Serve again by Roach. Kahakai backtracking with the pass. Bump set, Mano Levao from the back row. And right there is Roach. Here's Greisen off the block and out. And that is a point for Cal Poly. And all of a sudden they have a little bit of padding here on this lead. And on the verge of getting to 15 first. Greisen now with 5 kills. We're going to have a double substitution here as Posse comes in for Kahakai and Kelch coming in for Taylor Higgins. And Bailey Roach to serve. Sends it long.
Credit Dave Shoji for that point. The double sub takes a while, cools off the server just a little bit, and Hawaii gets the point. Hey, let's go, Kalei!
So quick whistle here as Greeley always taking her time following the whistle. Very deliberate in her service approach. Slaps it deep, backtracking the pass by Kessler. Low and away it goes to Greisen, and again beating that block to the punch. And Cal Poly first to 15, trying to extend this match, trailing 2-0. 15-12 as we head. Tonight's Jack-Backed is Young Colts in the stable, that's for sure. Cal Poly has the second youngest roster in the nation, returning just 8 seasons of collegiate experience. Chicago State, by the way, is the youngest. 9 of 14 players on the Mustang roster, as we mentioned, are freshmen. That's the highest percentage of freshmen on a roster in the country, 64%. And we asked Sam Croston, this is a freshman recruiting class that was ranked 23rd in the country according to PrepVolleyball.com. We said, what was your main selling point? Because these were some highly sought after recruits. As that one is served into the net by Nicole Kessler. He said, basically, I was telling them, hey, look, I'm recruiting a starting lineup. When you come here, we will be counting on you to make an immediate impact, and that's exactly what has transpired.
He's held true to his word, starting at least 5 of them every match.
Well, Adolfo with the serve here for Hawaii. 13 serving 15. Greisen is dug up by Adolfo. Over the net, though, Greeley pops it up on the swing by Greenwald, but only momentarily. So another point for Cal Poly, and things a little bit more difficult here in the third for the Rainbow Wahine. Greenwald now with 7 kills. 3 players for Cal Poly. Petiprin and Greisen also with 7 kills. Kelch continues to take on the setting responsibilities, and it is Keani Posse going off the block and out. Keani Posse, strong week of practice, according to Dave Shoji.
Yeah, she also played well on the road at Long Beach State as well. Came in and took some nice swings. Took the junior college route through Southern Idaho and has ended up here, redshirted last year. Got a heavy arm, really hits a heavy ball.
Speaking of heavy balls, how about the serve by Higgins? Greisen denied access. It is McGill and Taylor turning it back.
That is one large block up there. That closet was dark. Nowhere to go.
Higgins took something off that time. The pass, Kessler, bump set, Greisen. That's a soft hit over the block. Now Taylor, cross court, diving save. Well done that time by Gorman. Greisen took something off again. Greeley there. Mano Levao, blocked and roofed. Wow, Taylor Greenwald taking kindly with the move to put her back to the middle.
Yeah, she seems very happy there. Look at that block. Does a nice job of getting her feet out to the outside, closing the block Forehands across.
There's Olival from the opposite position. Again dug up by Gorman, but it hit the scoreboard on its way over to the opposite side of the net. So that is a point for Hawaii. You can play it off the scoreboard if it remains on your side of the court. And a substitution here, as we will see Claire Marie Anderson.
And here's an example I was talking about pulling Taimano Olival out, at least for some back row. So now she's not attacking out of the back row. We'll see what Hawaii does without Mano Olival attacking out of the back.
At an important juncture of the match, Greenwald to step out, a vicious slide, once again exemplified by Taylor Greenwald. And right back in comes Taimano Olival.
Dave shows you respects this Cal Poly team. He doesn't want to let this third set slip away. Credit the Mustangs, though, for really stepping it up a notch, hitting about twice as efficient as kill percentage as they did in the first two sets.
McGill, the touch shot, played by Nelson, but nobody had her back. And a near dangerous collision as Greenwald hit the deck. That was a point for Hawaii.
That was like 5, I got it, you take it.
Yeah.
All in a row.
Served by Mendoza. Here's Schleiss off the block. Right there's Mano Olival. Higgins, jump set, high and away. Greeley. Good dig by Kessler. Now Schleiss through the block. Higgins there. Mendoza has to bump set. Goes to Greeley on the outside. And this one keeps going as Greisen scooped it up. Now Schleiss. Right there is Greeley. Tight to the net, though. Schleiss couldn't put it down because Adolfo dug it up. Now the chance for Cal Poly. Put over on the second touch by Nelson. Right there was Adolfo. Here is Taylor blocked. Taimano Olival keeps it going. Now Greeley sends it long. Was there a touch? No touch. Point for Cal Poly.
There was some good volleyball play in that rally, I'll tell you. Especially Cal Poly making some tremendous digs. You see this last play, there's a touch on this right here.
Ooh. You hear the crowd reaction.
The crowd thought it was a touch. I'm not sure. It was close, though.
Served by Nelson, past Mendoza. Here's Greeley, low below the net, so she had to take something off and placed it perfectly. And that's a Hawaii point. The crowd's starting to make a little more noise here. They know how important this is as Hawaii wants to close things up here in the third. They trail by a single point as we get ready to turn around the 20-point corner.
I'm curious to see how this team plays from 20 all. Yesterday, at the end of practice, they played about 7 or 8 from 20 all to see how tough they could be during that last phase of the game.
How about that smackdown by Caleb Hedeprin? And Cal Poly distances itself by 2 again. Here come the champs. $4,908, trying to make some noise. Kahakai the pass. Mano Olival the pipe set, hit it long. No touch at the net. Point Mustangs, they're up 3, and Dave Shoji wants to talk things over with his team. Kalea Adolfo, she has looked really good tonight. 6 kills, 6 attempts, but she's also had 4 digs and a block, Chris.
She's put forward one solid performance tonight. Seems like she can do no wrong, except she made one missed dig a little while ago, but otherwise a perfect night for Calais.
But after all that, it is still Cal Poly up 3 here in the third set. Greeley, the other Calais, if you will, able to plug it through the block and down. So 19 serving 21, Hawaii up 2 sets to none. If you're just joining us, Nikki Taylor for Hawaii did not play in the first set. Concern went around the arena about perhaps some discomfort with that injured right elbow. She has played since, though, and some solid performances by Hawaii's 2 middles as Calais Greeley sends it long. Ill-timed mistake there. It is Nicole Kessler to serve. Pass Kahakai. Higgins pushes it over on the second touch. Taylor Higgins with her parents in the house Busting that out at just the right time. Adolfo with the serve. Step out goes to Greenwald, blocked by Mano Olival, but kept alive by Grayson, who gets the set. And she's roofed! Taylor Higgins!
No sooner did you mention that her parents are in the house than she comes through with a big block of the night.
The deficit cut to a digit. We'll be back. Time now for the Fujitsu air conditioning cool play of the match. Just moments ago, Taylor Higgins blanketing the opportunity there.
And Rand Grayson really did the smart thing there, trying to go over the small blocker for Hawaii. But Higgins came out big.
Here's Grayson. Somebody came into the net, and it was Grayson. So a point for Hawaii, and they draw even, Chris.
It's been a long way back. They've been behind this entire set. Credit Cal Poly for playing as well as they have to keep Hawaii.
3-0 run for Hawaii. Here's Grayson, blocked by McGill and roofed. All of a sudden, it's turned into a Hawaii block party on that side of the net, and a timeout taken by Cal Poly head coach Sam Crossan. The Rainbow Wahine lead in set 3. So Hawaii has put together a run here to reclaim the lead. Last time they led here in the third set, it was 3-2. And Adolfo continues to serve, putting on quite a run. Step out. It's Greenwald, dug up by Kahakai. Higgins, middle set, McGill!
Wow, great serve by Adolfo to get it started. And Kahakai put up a money dig that allowed Higgins to go to McGill once again.
So 4,908 rise here at the house that Stan built. Grayson, blocked by McGill. Another chance for Cal Poly. They go middle to Greenwald. Right there is Adolfo. Higgins, left side. Mano Olival.
What a comeback. Last time they led was 3-2. Cal Poly controlled the entire third set. And I think the practice Hawaii did yesterday, 7 games where they played, the two sides were at 20 all. Dave showed you wanted to see how many times the first team could win going from 20 to 25. Looked to me like when they got to 20, they were very comfortable.
So Hawaii ends that third set and ends the match on a 6-0 run, and it ends on Taimano Olival's match-high 15th kill, hitting .265. Scott Robbs has Dave Shoji. Scott.
Hey, thanks a lot, Kanoa. Talking with the coach, and Dave, that last set, that was a great comeback for you guys.
Well, we shouldn't be behind, and it was a great comeback, but I don't like to get down because, against a really good team, you're probably not going to come back, but, we kind of just steadied out there, and I'm glad we didn't go 4.
How good is it to be back home, though?
It's always nice to be here. You got 6,000 people here on a Friday night. It's tremendous atmosphere. What can you say? It's just great, great venue, great fans.
How's Nikki Taylor? I know she didn't start the first set. She played the rest of the way, but is there any concern about her elbow?
Well, she tweaked it somehow in that first play of the first game, and so we had to get her out. But the trainer said she was good to go. I think it's just a readjustment of the brace or something, and but she wasn't very effective the rest of the way. So we got to find a way on Sunday.
Talk about Sunday, you play UC Santa Barbara. They swept Northridge last weekend, and you're going to be down. Taimano Olival had another great night for you tonight.
Well, we're going to miss Ty, but we got to find somebody to go over there on the left and somebody to go on the right. So we'll have a practice to figure it out in between here. So we'll find a way.
All right, Coach. Thanks a lot. Congratulations.
All right, Scott.
Dave Shoji, head coach of the Rainbow Wahine. Back to you guys. Come on, Chris.
Thanks a lot, Scott. Bank of Hawaii presents the players of the match. Taylor Greenwald, 8 kills, a block, and a dig for Cal Poly. And Kalea Adolfo, we'll give her the nod because of her efficiency tonight. 6 kills on 6 attacks and 5 digs. A couple of them were Sarah Mendoza libero style.
Plus, she served out the match, too. She had to serve at a very difficult time. And, when it was match point, actually the last 3, I think, were hers. Or last 5 were hers. She served out.
Yeah,
that
it was a 6-0 run. So yeah, the last 5.
One of them was a natural serve reception side out, and the other 5 were her. And she does not normally serve. So a lot of credit has got to go to Clay for doing something that she doesn't normally do.
Throw that libero jersey on Clay Adolfo. All right, so let's talk about UC Santa Barbara. That's the next step here for Hawaii, improving to 13-5 on the year. Now 5-2 in the Big West Conference. Scott mentioned it. It is a UCSB team that swept the team, Cal State Northridge, that swept Hawaii in Northridge just a couple of weeks ago. And it is an early start time, 4 p.m. on Sunday, we should remind folks. But no Tai Manu Olevau. And if you wonder how much they rely on Tai Manu Olevau in the 5-set loss to Long Beach State, they set Manu Olevau a career-high 56 times. How does Hawaii account for not having her this time around?
That's a great question that even Dave Shoji doesn't know the answer to. He said, oh, we'll find out at practice tomorrow. That's a little bit tentative. I think he has an idea of what's going to go on, but it's a precarious position to be in, to go out and try to replace someone like Ty. There's a number of people that can go out there. You know, Ginger Long could go out there and play. You know, he could put Posse obviously could go on the right. Might see Nikki Taylor on the left. You know, so there's a lot of different combinations that Dave Shoji could come up with, but it's going to be an interesting practice tomorrow. I think I might even drop by and see what it looks like just to get a preview.
Get us the inside scoops, will you? So with that, Tai Manu Olevau sitting out Sunday, or at least that's the expectation because of religious beliefs. Nikki Taylor, that's kind of up in the air.
I think she's going to be okay. I think her elbow's okay. I think she's going to be okay.
What did you think about the performance of Hawaii tonight? Coming off of that difficult road trip and the bye, did they get a few things together, you think?
Oh, definitely. The thing I liked best was they passed better. You know, they passed better all night long, and that was evidenced by the fact that Taylor Higgins was able to set the middle so often. And even in their transition defense, they dug a lot of balls. I love the way they dug a lot of balls tonight, and that allowed for a lot of middle attacks as well, because some of those digs were absolutely perfect. They were like a pass, you know, off a serve receive. They were so good. So I was really impressed with those 2 parts of the game, and if Hawaii plays like that on Sunday, I think they'll give Santa Barbara a good match.
Yeah, well, Dave Shoji has said, and this has definitely held true, he says, we're not going to walk into a gym on any night and just roll over the opponent. That's just not the personality of this team. Yeah. That's not how this team is built. And they are going to have to gear up for what I think everyone expects to be a very tough match on Sunday.
Yeah, Santa Barbara's a very good team, and they you know, the fact that they beat Northridge 3 straight is like, wow, I saw that score. That's got to be the biggest upset in the league this year so far, except for tonight when Davis beat Northridge. Go figure. And Northridge had the highest RPI rating of all the teams in the Big West.
Yeah, remember when it was the wacky whack?
16,
now it's the wild Big West. Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, it's going to be a great match on Sunday. I can't wait.
Yeah, well, Hawaii got the job done in 3. It goes Ekahi Elua Aloha here at the Stan Sheriff Center. A night where Hawaii played Stan's alma mater, Cal Poly. A night here this week where we celebrate 20 years of this facility. So I think on that note, along those lines, a sweet victory certainly for the Rainbow Wahine. But it'll be back on for sure on Sunday, 4 p.m. start time here at the Stan Sheriff Center. For Chris McLaughlin, I'm Kanoa Leahy. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for the post-game show, and we'll see you back in this building come Sunday. Aloha.